So just give you an idea of this is the BS which you deal with here.
We deserve death because the wages of sin is death. But He came to give us life and life never everlasting. And it's important to understand.
See the buffet table?
He came to save us from sin, not to keep us in sin. Because there's a confusion. Many of us come in this and continue in sin. But the Word says that we are supposed to walk as children of light. Somos hijos de la luz.
Alright, shalom.
Dice la Biblia, como hijos de luz, caminen en la luz. También dice la Biblia que crean en la luz mientras está contigo.
As you see on the side here, we got that porcelain pasta here with a nice buffet table that is sprayed on this, happy Christian doctrine. Okay? So now you have
porque dijo Cristo, como yo y el Padre somos uno, yo oro que ustedes sean uno con nosotros, que estemos en unión con el Padre. Eso es bien importante, hermanos, porque es muy fácil tener la mente carnal y ir al mundo en las preocupaciones, pero Dios es vida, y Dios nos guía en estos días de tinieblas. Ahora es el tiempo para que los hijos de Dios sean manifestados, porque dice la palabra que toda la creación espera por la manifestación de los hijos de Dios. Y si somos creyentes, somos adoptados en su pacto, en su familia, y tenemos que empezar a brillar y estar conscientes de que estamos ministrando continuamente, cuidar nuestra boca, porque dice la Biblia, la preparación del corazón y la contestación de la lengua es del Señor. Tenemos que santificarnos continuamente.
Can get out of the way. Let me just double check and make sure that this is capturing me.
And holiness, because without which no man shall see God.
We can get it.
So God calls us unto holiness, unto godliness.
I was hoping they would have already been gone, but obviously they were here because you have a buffet. You get two bronies out there blowing this on. They don't have a clue why they were blowing this on. So let's start off here. Because what we got here is
tenemos que ser hacedores de la palabra, no oidores olvidadizos, engañándonos, hermanos. Tenemos que tener la palabra continuamente, comiendo de ella. We need to continually eat of the word of God. Porque dijo Cristo que sus palabras son espíritu y son verdad. Dijo Cristo que hombres no vivirán pan solamente, pero toda palabra que salga de la boca de Dios. Christ said, man shall not live on bread alone, but every word that comes out the mouth of God.
I preach
Christ said, He also said, it's the Spirit which quickeneth, the flesh profiteth none. The words which I speak, they are spirit and they are life. So we must continually feed ourselves. Tenemos que continuamente renovarnos en el Espíritu.
Okay, so let's start off with the book of 2 Thessalonians. So if you actually want to learn the gospel now, stand here, you might get something that's going to wake that spirit and get those demons on you. Or you can walk away, which is great. Either way, here or you go up there, that's your business. It's 2 Thessalonians 9, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come and fall away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Who is the son of perdition? None other than Esau, the so-called white man. Okay? Well, he's actually been revealed. Okay? So the other day, and I'll get a little bit more into this. Okay, there's an actual company out there, I think it's called Acheon, that actually beat Elon Musk to developing a brain chip. Now, when they talk about this brain chip, they're trying to promote it out there as if it's going to be a chip that's going to help you with paralysis, help you walk, make you smarter, and they're promoting as health. This is the same reason why the last pandemic they had, and they came up with a solution in only 6 months. Okay, it is about promoting health. Because see, you've got the most unhealthiest nation here. Great Babylon, America, because everybody's fat, they're inactive, okay, they're unhealthy, and they're always looking to take that magic pill that's going to make them, healthy without following the proper diet. And this is Jake's still there, okay? You have a dietary plan, okay? I'm not eating shrimps, lobster, okay? Anything non-scale type of sea creatures, and not eating pork especially, okay? We have the dietary plan, and you follow that, even just a basic, a little bit of exercise, you can be just fine. Because Yahweh Shemashai would put that curse on being unhealthy, and you would have to go off these sauce milk. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, going to verse 4, and it says, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, all that is worshipped, so that Jesus God said it in the temple of God, showing himself as that. Well, name one man that does that. That is none other than the one Esau, the so-called white man. See, these people are not going to teach you that because why? They're actually benefiting from living in no land here, where the white man provides food for them, roof over their head, okay, tell them it's going to be all good, and then give them this blue-eyed doggone devil with brown hair, this doggone dog, they call Jesus Christ as their God to worship. And because you have that, okay, you can actually stand up over there and talk BS. Okay? And this is where Satan says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Well, right now you have the prophets, elders, teachers, and brothers from Great Millstone, and likewise brothers are on the highway and the byway, on the internet highway, okay, and byway, out here on the streets in the various cities, and anytime that we can actually bring this fruit out, okay, and what this fruit is doing, this fruit is creeping up under Esau's skin. Who's Esau? Esau is the so-called white man, the damn devil that we know of in the Bible. These people are scared to admit that. But see, that's why we're set up to actually come out and speak against this damn devil. Because the so-called white man is a damn devil. Alright? And he's the man that's going to go to perdition and who has exalted himself. But we don't have any, we're not criminals. We don't come out here with threats or going to war with Esau with swords or guns and whatever. No, we just bring out the Bible. And this Bible is consuming this man. These people are losing their double mind because the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai, okay, is bringing that fear upon them. They've seen us rise on our feet. This is our worst 9, and it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivables of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. Why would you want a damn truth when you can come to here in Great Babylon? Why would you want a damn truth when you can hear the good music playing? Why would you want a truth when you can eat a buffet every damn Sunday in the park with a guy talking bullshit? No, absolutely no one scripture. He's talking, doesn't even have a Bible in his doggone hand. And earlier, before I turn this camera on, he's over there crying. Okay? Just a feminine, homo-sodium-like spirit that's here with this man in Great Babylon, America. This is verse 11 said, and for this, God, the power, shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all may be damned who believe not the truth, that have pleasure in unrighteousness. See, they have pleasure in unrighteousness because why? See, the truth hurts. The truth hurts because we're bringing up the truth against their master, the so-called white man, the damn devil. We are spreading the true gospel that is damning this man to where he's going to be going in, which is destruction. And that's why our people, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, don't want to hear the truth. Okay? You won't hear that puppet show bullcrap. You will hear sweet words. Well, from us, you're not going to hear sweet words. Okay? You will not hear any sweet words today from me. All right? And I will speak against your God on this earth. Esau, the so-called white man. That piece of shit, that murderous, damn, worthless maggot that has murdered our people. Okay? Rape, pillage, bug breaking, sodomite, homo, faggot. Esau, the so-called white man. And it says, but we are bound to give thanks away to God for the Lord, because God had for the beginning chosen you the salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. True Hebrew Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos. What's that? I don't know
hecho semejante a los hombres y estando en la condición del hombre, dice, se humilló a sí mismo, haciéndose obediente hasta la muerte y muerte de cruz, dice la palabra de Dios.
So if you wait around for 30 minutes, so what you do is you sit right over here, hear the word, hear the gospel,
Jesucristo nos ama.
You read every day? Okay, really? Do you believe that you are the Hebrew Israelites in the Bible? You do.
Jesucristo lo ama porque ese alma que está dentro de ti, Él lo ama, Él lo rescató en esa cruz del Calvario. Él dio su vida en esa cruz. Él dejó su trono para su alma. Él dejó su trono para su alma.
So what does the Bible look like? Show me.
Y dice un poquito más abajo, dice el verso 9, dice, por lo cual dice, Dios también le exaltó hasta lo sumo, dice, y le dio, dice, un nombre que sobre todo nombre. Dice que para que en el nombre de Jesús se doble toda rodilla, dice, de los que están en los cielos y los que dice y en la tierra y debajo de la tierra. Y dice un poquito más abajo, si toda lengua confiesa que Jesucristo
That's why Esau came in the Salvation Army. When you think about it, salvation means what?
Por eso estamos aquí, mi amigo, mi hermano.
And that's the reason why Esau and how they call the Salvation Army is if they're going to save you. So they're looking for the Salvation Army. Okay? They're looking for again Esau to go save them. I invited them to stand right here, but they don't want to do it. Okay? And he's trying to tell me God can look at anything. Can look at anything. He can come with a dog. He can look at one of. He can look at anyone. No, he looks like one of us. It's so-called black man. Okay?
La palabra que transforma. Por eso estamos en este lugar, porque Dios ha hecho cambio en nuestra vida. Ya no hablamos mal, ya no maldecimos. Cuando no conocíamos a Jesucristo, maldecíamos hasta todo lo que encontramos en nosotros. Maldecíamos la familia, maldecíamos por todos lados, el trabajo, el cheque, lo maldecíamos. Pero cuando
Yahushua Mashiach, God has to begin to choose you salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. That is who we are. Now, today we've got a lot of demons, okay? So just bear with it. This is just the way it is. It's a little windy and kind of cold out here, but the demons are out today. And that's fine, that's great. So, our people want to continue to believe in a lie. They want to continue to follow the wicked ways of great Babylon, America, witches. They love sodomy, okay? They love the LGBTQI, okay? They love eating abomination food, okay? They don't deal with the Sabbath. They don't give two craps about being out having any type of integrity. The women are whores, the men are simple little faggots here, walking around with lipstick and skirts on, okay? They don't want to be royalty. They want to have that consistent slave mentality. And they want to be seduced by these doggone leaders, okay? That are leading them into doggone desolation, destruction. This is the book of Revelations 13. This is Revelation 13, chapter 13, verse 9. Okay? Because since you Israelites, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos believe that Esau is your savior, he is the Salvation Army. Okay? Let's talk about what's going to happen to this damn devil. Because this is what the hopeful elect of Israel is looking for. This is Revelation 13, verse 9 says, if any man have a ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go go into captivity. Who led into captivity? So-called white man. The children of Israel, Yasharala, into captivity. So-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. Okay? And we are still in captivity here in what is known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. We are behind enemy line. We are in a place that's filled with abomination. Okay? And filth. Okay? Here's what's going to happen to your damn God on this earth here. You so-called white man that you so love to bow your knees down to. So willing to bow down to any of his mandate. So willing to bow down to this damn crap of bullshit. Here it is. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must. It didn't say may, it said must be killed with the sword. Here's the patient and the fate of the saints. And we are very patient because we know we get a spiritual body and the ability to go and wreak vengeance and recompense on this man. Okay? We are going to do it. We are going to do it. And we're going to do it for 1,000 years. When this doggone rapist, murderous, doggone Edomite go into captivity for 1,000 years to build out their own heavenly kingdom. Okay? And we will show this man no mercy. No mercy. Absolute no mercy. So that's what's going to happen to your doggone God. On this earth here, Esau, the so-called white man, he is going into captivity. Okay? And he is going to get hurt by the sword. This is the book of Revelation 13, going to verse 15. Verse 15. This is verse, this is actually verse 15. And it says, because there's a great deception here in Great Babylon, America, okay? There's a great deception in here. So one of the great deception that's coming right now is slowly, and this gradualism, okay, is now manifesting itself the way the MOTB right now is a reality. So now where people thought that the prophets were just speaking about it, you know, hearsay, no, it's a reality, and they're not even hiding this anymore. They're not even hiding this. It's all over YouTube. It's all over the internet about the MOTB, which is what? In your forehead and in your palm of your hands, okay? And right now, the infrastructure around this earth is being changed. Hey, you people don't understand what it's coming. Okay? You think it's a damn joke. You think it's a damn joke. And it says, and you have power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many who would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Aren't we seeing that happening right now? You go across this earth, every doggone nation on this earth is trying to imitate what Great Babylon America looks like. And when they don't try to do what America tells them to do, what happens? They're surrounded with warships, bombed by planes, okay, their economy is trashed, okay, and destroyed, okay, their people are damn poisoned, okay. This is what happens when you try not to worship the image of the beast, okay. That's that. And it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and born, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What did he cause? Everybody to receive? Doesn't matter what your status in life, to receive a mark. Okay? That's going to be in your right hand or in the palm or in your forehead. And we know what that mark is all about. Okay? Here's what it's all about. It says, and that no man must buy or sell, save at the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if someone's telling you, well, that's that's worshiping Christianity or some other crap like that, or worshiping the sun god, Apollo, hey, that's all nonsense. No, what does Esau deal with? Esau deal with financials, okay? He's all about financials. He's all about greed. He's actually convinced the world, okay, to hand over their goals and their resources in exchange for what? FRN notes. So now he's going to the next level. He's going to the next level because he wants to make sure that he has the soul and the mind and the body and the spirit of everybody on this earth. And he cannot have the spirit belongs to the Yahweh, but he wants to have your body, your mind, okay? He wants to control it. So right now the FRN is not working. He needs to now come with what? He needs to come with the MOTB, okay? C-H-I-G, okay? And that is manifesting as we speak right now. And you people right now, they really believe in that. Oh, my 401k is going to save me. Oh, I I got family to turn to like that. Hey, there's going to be hell breaking loose on this earth, okay? Hell breaking loose. What, you think the Chinese government actually locked down Shanghai and Beijing? No. These governments around this earth are ruled and controlled by the so-called white man. He tells them what to jump, where to jump, how high to jump, and they do it. And I was just talking to some old bites yesterday, and I told him, I said, your country is not a sovereign nation. China is not a sovereign nation. It is controlled by the so-called white man, okay? You know them as the Bilderbergs, Rockefellers, okay? China right now is an experimental ground, okay, of everything that's going to eventually come over here to Great Babylon, America. Why? Because they know that there's going to be a vast resistance over here. So we're now going to stage 2 of the collapse of this place. First, the first one was this pandemic to see who's actually going to bow down. Okay. Now the next one is to raise everything up so high that it's going to wipe out the middle class, wipe out the upper middle class. Okay. And that's how they're going to do it. You're going to put everybody in a desperate situation so that you're not going to be able to survive here in this land. Now, a lot of people are still sleeping about it. Why? Because America is so rich and so great, as you can actually make America. You can actually compare America to the Titanic. Now, if you watch that movie, what happened in the beginning when they hit that iceberg? Okay, they sealed the bottom, and all the poor, all the people, all the working class people down there who's keeping the ship afloat, they drowned first. That's what happens here in Great Babylon, America. The poor people are freaking doggone. The poor people experience a hardship first. That's the reason why everybody on the upper deck didn't understand what was going on and the peril of the ship sinking, because the ship is so big and so huge that it took a while for it to sink. But we saw eventually what happened, right? And what did they do? They put everybody to sleep with the music. I'm telling you, in the end, when the ship finally broke, okay, thousands fell into the water and died. And that's what you see going on here in Great Babylon. People are waiting, okay, until they actually have proof of the end that's going to be coming into this wicked nation, okay? So they're not going to hearken to the words of the elders teaching the apostle of Great Millstone and likewise brother that are bringing out this truth and this gospel, okay? Let's continue here, and it says, here is wisdom. Let him that understand and count the number of the beast, what is the number of the man, and his number is 600, 306. I just put a video last week where Google put the, they put out the little emoji thing out there where they have the word Google spelled, and the G looks like a 6, and then the two O's look like the one 6, 6, 6, 6. Hey, you know what? That probably might have gone across but we saw that right away. We all know that all these corporations, okay, Facebook, Google, Sony, you can name all of them. They're all part of this demonic empire, this system that's going to come to enslave everybody here on this earth. And in particular, who do they have their eyes down on? The children of Israel, Yasharala, okay, so-called Native American, Blacks, and Latinos, okay? This is, let's go into, this is the book of Revelation. This is Revelations 14. Okay? This is Revelations. This is Revelations 14.
Donde descansa, Padre, en el nombre de Jesucristo Nazaret. Espíritu Santo de Dios, trabaja sobre este varón, Padre, en el nombre de Jesús. Amén.
Give me 1 second here. It seems like it actually like it disappeared. This is Revelation. This is the book of Revelations.
Hay alguien más que se quiere acercar en este lugar.
Revelations 14.
Hay alguien más que se quiere acercar y quiere levantar. En este lugar donde estamos predicando.
Now, how bad is this MOT going to be? This will be to the point where the angels are actually going to be warning the inhabitants of the earth. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So what is it talking about here? If you bow down to the MOTB, if you receive that mark, you will be tormented forever and ever and ever with fire and brimstone. Okay, in the lake of fire. All these missiles are shot here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, you will be here, okay, to experience death by day. Okay, and it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night to worship the beast and his name, and whosoever will receive the mark of his name. Here is the mission of the saint. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua or Mashiach. Okay? Because we are told, okay, that we need to have patience. All of these things have to come to pass. There's no escape on this. The only way we are going to escape this is if we go to the house of David. We have that protection over us. Okay? We have that mark of exemption from going through the trials and the tribulation that's going to befall upon this earth. Okay? But see, these pastors don't do that. So right over there, okay, they get their hand raised, they testifying and all that stuff, and they all feel good for themselves. They don't ever come out and talk about their MOTP. Right? Because you lose your doggone audience. You will lose, okay, your sponsorship from Esau. If you were to come out and speak the truth. But that's the reason why you have paralizado. Hoy en esta tarde que empieza a correr la sangre, que empieza a mover las manos, que empieza a esa sangre que subir en su cerebro, que empieza a funcionar. This is Revelation. Cúbralo con tu sangre preciosa. This is the book of Revelation. Cubre mis hermanos que vienen en este lugar a testificar la gloria de tu
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10.
En el nombre de Jesucristo Nazaret.
And the only people that's going to escape, okay, the purge that's going to be going on against Yasharala, okay, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, written here, and it says, this is Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10, and it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. What is that temptation? Is to go and march up to those doggone chipping, those MOTP stations, okay, and accept that mark. Why you're going to be in that position in that peril, okay? It says you can't buy yourself, you can't eat, okay? You can't do business, you can't pay your bill, okay? They're going to take your house, you can't pay your bill, you can't buy nothing from Amazon, you can't do a damn thing, okay? So you're going to have to be out of society altogether. So guess what? It doesn't matter if you have money or not. It's now that's going to be turned over, okay, to the government. The government is now in control of all the assets here. The government is now in control of your life, and it's really tough. And that's going to be tough for a lot of people who actually have something and suddenly realize that they actually have nothing. Imagine you live in your house and someone walk in there and they say you cannot go in that next room. Your kids can't go in that next room. You must sit right there on that couch. That's it. That would be a problem. But that's going to be exactly
aquí están los hombres que van a estar predicando de los últimos tiempos. Amén. Así es que Dios le bendiga la paz de nuestro Señor Jesucristo sobre cada uno de ustedes. Amén y amén. Gracias, hermano.
That's going to go on here in Great Babylon, America. Okay? So, and you have brothers in this truth that have property that has, that's financially stable. Okay? So that's going to impact those brothers that have that are in that have that ability. Okay? So this is the reason why we have to have the protection. Said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, did it say it's just going to try Babylon, America? No. Did it say it's just going to try Jamaica or the Bahamas or Haiti? No. It says all of the world. So this is going to be a universal thing here across the earth. Because again, who's the earth given to? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? The wicked is Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. He runs and controls every nation on this earth. Okay? These puppet governments are just, that's exactly what they are, just set up, okay? For Esau's amusement. So all of these nations, okay, pledge allegiance to this damn devil, okay, in order to go forth with this damn new world order, okay? And it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man taketh thy crown. So we are never to come out of this truth, okay? We are never to be seduced by what this world has to offer. Because in reality, this world doesn't have anything to offer. This world only has death to offer. I mean, when you take a look at these doggone little weak clowns on the side here like that comes out here every Sunday, they talk nonsense, and they're blabbering nonsense and bullshit and then feed the audience, okay? Is that what the kind of world you want to go into? You really want to go into a world with a doggone, with a king of with these kings, or these gods on this earth, lower king, the gods on this earth, you know, allowing two men to get so-called copulated and married, okay? Is glamorizing LGBTQ, okay? Is putting the woman over the man. Do you really want to go into that world? No. So the kings of the earth, okay, the kings of the earth, okay, sodomite, wicked, rapists, murderers, okay, people that are actually have got this whole entire earth full, okay. Let's go into Salakia, continuing here. Let's go into, this is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, and we've got a lot of wind going there, which is really screwing this shit up. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 65, verse 13. It says, okay, because the servants, okay, of Yahweh Shai or Mashiach, okay, are promised what? We are promised protection, okay. Those who are sort of hopefully that, okay, we are promised protection. You also promised what? And let's go and read it. This is the book of Isaiah 65. Verse 13, it says, therefore, thus said the Lord of power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So those who don't have the mark of exemption from the said perils that's going to be coming here on this earth, and especially against Yasharallah, okay? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, who you're going to call God and Jesus, going to judge the children of Israel first. And who are the children of Israel? The so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay? You ignorant people that walk around with your head up your ass that don't actually understand that this so-called white man is going to put all of you to death. Okay? And you're ignorant to it. And you know, nor do you give a shit, nor do you care, because you're living a life of luxury right now. Okay? You can eat, you can be fat, you can be a simp, you can be a sodomite. Okay? Because that's all good when you're in the land of these doggone Edomites, okay, who allow you to be whatever the hell you want to be, and you follow the laws and the statutes and the commandments of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, okay? And it says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry of sorrow of heart, and ye shall have vexation of spirit. There is going to come a day that you will not have food to come and give out to anybody in this park. There's going to come a day that Esau will have the food, and the only way you will eat is if you have that MOTB, or you have the chip in your hand. That would mean that those days are coming. Right now, this man has destroyed millions and millions of poultry, okay? I'm talking about there's a bird flu that's going around, okay? He's now putting cattle, okay, to death in the millions, okay? I'm talking about that there is some type of mad cow disease, okay? And he's also hasn't fixed a so-called supply chain, okay? And this proxy war that's going on between Ukraine and Russia, okay? Suddenly there's no oil, the gas price has to be up. Wait a minute, just 10 years ago, they talked about having the shale oil in South Dakota, North Dakota, okay? And the United States was selling oil across the board. Hey, what happened to the oil in Kuwait? You control that. You control Saudi Arabia. Okay? So you're trying to say you lost the service members, them thousands lose their lives for what? So that they can come, so that they can be over here paying $9 a gallon for gas? That absolutely don't make any doggone sense. So you can tell, if you have any type of wisdom, what this man is doing. He's setting it up. And who is going to experience this hell first? You damn so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos. Because why? You're at the bottom. Okay? You can hold your head up as high as you doggone want. At the end of the day, you're at the damn bottom. You're a piece of shit. At the bottom here in Great Babylon, America. All right? And that's a fact. And Esau knows it, and we know it, because we are in a base set of people right now. Let's continue on here. This is Isaiah 65, 12. Let's start with verse 11. Okay. Now, again, Jake and Eve, okay, are going to say, well, you know, we were put into delusion. We were tricked by our pastors. We were tricked by our leaders. Okay, well, actually, there's no excuse. It says, this is Isaiah 65, verse 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, who you're going to call God and Jesus, that forgot my holy mountain, and that prepared a table for that truth, and that furnished the drink of offering unto the number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose wherein I did not delight. Okay? So what does he not delight in? He does not delight in you damn pork chop eating pastors out here misleading the people into this doggone, into believing that this blue-eyed devil, brown hair, piece of shit he called Jesus Christ is going to come and save your ass. There's no such person. Okay? He does not delight in the fact that you do not keep the dietary law. Now you people, you so-called Latinos and stuff, you especially like to eat pork, tacos, you like to eat pork, burritos, pork, this and that. You so-called Negroes, you like to eat pork, barbecue pork, ribs. You Native Americans, you like to eat doggone all kinds of abominable food out there in the damn desert, whatever land that Esau gave you. Okay? You don't keep the holy days. You don't even know what the damn Sabbath is. You take the Sabbath as doggone Sunday. Okay? And as long as you can dress up in your doggone three-piece suit, you know, with your pants tight, roll up in your ass, okay, and go out there and throw the $20 inside the collection plate and go, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus, you think that you're all set and good. But you're actually not hearing the true gospel. But it has been going out there on the highway and the byway by the prophets, elders, and teachers and apostles of Great Millstone, also likewise, brother. But there's not going to be any excuse for you. And that's the reason why you're not going to eat. Okay? Go to Creflo Dollar. Go to TG Snakes. Okay? Go to your pastors. Go to these guys and go see if they can help you in those days. Okay? When they're running for their lives. When Esau comes around in his doggone in his war vehicles and take you to one of the many FEMA camps that he has around this country. Okay? They have a lot of FEMA camps, and you know what? You damn so-called Latinos, you people coming from the tribe of Issachar, which is the Mexicans, okay? You're experiencing that already. They're taking the kids, okay? The young girls, they're using them as sacrifice in Hollywood, and they're taking the kids right down at the border right now, okay? That's why that pedophile Joe Biden wants to open up the border. Why? Because he needs a little bit more girlfriends. You know, his girlfriend is like 10, his girlfriend ranged from the age of like 10 months to like 3 years old, okay? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, starting verse 13. And it says, for the people turn not unto him that smitten them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. Now, what does the Lord of hosts mean? The Lord of hosts means man of war. Okay? Man of war. The Lord, God of the Bible that you people worship, that you people think you call God and Jesus, is not some nice guy, okay, that's coming in a doggone purple garment, okay, with all loving arms open up to all you damn pedophile, wicked, okay, sodomites here on this earth, okay? That's what you people are. You wicked, and you sodomites, you're rapists, and you're murderers, okay? And you're very sinful. He's not coming here for that. He's coming here to destroy this place. So it says, but the people turning not unto him that smitten them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. So our people are not, even despite the fact going through a lot of tribulation, are not looking for the face of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They are not turning away from their wickedness. They are now seeking Esau. So I still get those two jabronis that was here earlier, still looking for the Salvation Army. Okay? Still looking for the doggone Salvation Army. And it says, therefore the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. Okay, I'll read that again. The ancient and honorable, he's the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he's the tail. So you've got all your damn pastors out here, okay, that are teaching you this what do you call it, this Warner Brothers cartoonish Disney World type gospel, okay, that has nothing to do with what the scripture talks about, okay, or what is about to come on Yasharallah, the tribe of Israel, which is that great judgment, that tribulation that Jacob is going to go through, Jacob's trouble, okay, which has basically started, but it's about to get ramped up and turn up a little bit more. In case you haven't noticed out here, it's extremely cold and we're already in May. So we have winter weather in May out here in so-called sunny California. So that's telling you the weather pattern on this earth is even starting to change. They had snow last week, I believe, out in Colorado. Okay? That is telling you that the great judgment that's coming on this doggone place right now. Okay? So much so that the pattern, okay, what they call nature, is actually working against this place. Okay? Continuing here. This is Isaiah, still chapter 9, going on to verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of these people cause them to err, and they are led of them are destroyed." So who are the leaders? Again, I mentioned earlier, the leaders of these people are these so-called pastors. You got TD Jake, TD Snakes, you got Creflo Dollar, okay? You got Earl Roberts, or whoever those guys are who are come on, these TV evangelists, okay? You get these celebrities, okay, that have been bought up by Esau, that are misleading our people. Hey, just the other day, what's the name of that guy? The guy, he wears tight trousers, glasses on, little feminine guy. He talks to ladies. I can't remember his name. I guess he died. I can't remember his name. Charles, or I don't know, whatever his name is. Well, you know, the little fucking Negro guy. You always talk about women need to change this and change that. You know, he would be considered a leader, because what he was doing, he was misleading Jake into believing that, you know, this education system, okay, which we know is all BS, okay, that's been set up to put Jake in debt, okay, and there's no financial return on it, okay, and all these other things here, which is going to make you look like a desirable man in Great Babylon, okay? He's misleading a lot of Jakes towards that stuff. And so instead of, he had a great platform with 1.5 million, he had a net worth of $4 million, okay? And instead of using that platform to exalt the name of Yahweh Shimei Shai, instead of using that platform to let everyone know that they're Hebrew Israelites and that they should turn from their wicked ways, no, he's using that platform, okay, to make money with, and also to do exactly what Esau put him to do. And we saw the video where he's actually making the sign of the 666. We know he was set up by Esau, okay? And guess what? Yahweh Shimei Shai put his ass to death. And none of us are going to shed any tears for that. This is verse 17, okay? And it says, "Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows, for everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and everyone mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still." Okay? So these people will come out there and they'll stand up in front of you and they'll tell you, you know, God is good, Jesus, and all the other stuff, but then they're drug dealers. Okay? They'll screw your wife. Okay? They'll commit adultery. Your teeth. Okay? And I used to love when they used to approach my ass about it and, you know, go, "Hey man, you know, you should put some donation." I go, what kind of return am I going to get out of that, nigga? Okay? So I was not very nice about it, about how I did that. I was never into the church thing. I don't know why. I never knew why I was never into church. Okay? But now I know. Okay? Because they're full of shit. Okay? They're absolutely full of crap. Let's go into the book of Titus here. Okay, this is the book of Titus. This is the book of Titus. And this is the book of Titus 1, starting with verse 10. And it says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision." And these are the people who know that the Hebrew Israelite. These are the ones who know, these so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos, who know that they are Hebrew Israelite. They know that they're the laws that we are supposed to follow. They know, okay, we're not supposed to commit adultery. They know we're not supposed to eat those abominable food, to keep the Sabbath as holy as we can. Okay? They know that. And it says, "Whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not to, for filthy lucre's sake." At the end of the day, it always goes back down to what? The doggone FRN knows. But guess what? That's going to come to an end soon, because you see, that collection plate ain't going to be passing around anymore unless somehow Esau come up with a collection plate where you scan your hand over or you put your forehead forward, okay, and you go beep, beep, beep. And then that's how your credit, your social credit, is going to be added into that damn, to those, your leaders, or your so-called pastors into their collection plate. Because that's the only way it's going to happen, because we know that is coming. So it ain't gonna be that paper FRN going anymore where you can sit down in your room and, you know, count it up and all that stuff anymore. No. Okay? It's gonna be whoop or whoop. Right? So that's gonna be curious to actually see how that's gonna look. How they're gonna collect from there. Because I'm guarantee you, if there's a vast amount of people that are gonna resist that in the beginning, okay, They're going to try to. See, Jason are really going to try to because they really believe that they can survive on their own. They don't believe they need that covering from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They don't believe they need to be in the house of David, okay? Nor do they care. See, but we are hoping to be part of the house of, to be in the house of David. They have that protection the same way Noah had that protection, all right, when the flood came. Noah and his family was inside the ark, and you heard the screams of those people out there who were mocking him all the while, who were setting up the party. They weren't partying anymore, okay? When they first saw rain, they probably look at it and go, wow, ooh, ah. And after a while, it was all terror and screaming and crying, okay? Let us in, let us in. And that's going to be the same thing that's going to take place in these last days, okay? Is that when the terror and the horror comes from these so-called Black Native American Latinos, okay, they are going to understand that there was a prophet amongst them, but that's going to be too late. Nor will we actually give two craps about it, okay? So, like I said, I can come out here every week, okay? And as I put out a lesson before earlier, where I talked about these jakes who will come out here and, you know, be out here. You know, when I told them, I said about the law, the you know, things that's like growing a beard and, you know, the dietary plan they need to follow and all the other different things like that. Hey, suddenly the entertainment stopped, okay? But they love it when I stood up here and talk about the so-called white man and all the other crap like that. But hey, when it came to actually obeying just the simple rules that we can actually handle here, they're nowhere to be found, okay? And that's great, because in the beginning you can tell they're not the type of man that Yahweh Shai would have chosen anyways, okay? They're not the type of man that Yahweh Shai would have chosen. But the blood is off my hands. They were given the warning. They don't need to come out here. I'm not here to entertain anybody. You want to talk? You want to listen? That's your business. If you don't, hey, I'm gonna bring out a precept about that too. And let's go into 1 Peter, okay? Let's go to 1 Peter. So this is the book of 1 Peter 5 and verse 2, and it says, because this is what we are commanded to do, okay? The service of Yahweh Shai, who you're going to call Jesus, this is what we are commanded to do, okay? 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 2, and it says, feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but wittingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. So every time we come out to go bring out this gospel and this truth, we're supposed to have a ready mind. What? That could be in the terms of what? You've read some scriptures, you've prepared your lessons, okay? You've prepared precepts that you're going to go out there and teach. You have a sequence maybe in how you're going to do it. Whatever it's going to do. Some brothers go out there and they might just have the Spirit come on them to go bring it out there. However way you're going to bring it out, our duty is to go out there and feed who? The flock. This flock is the hopefully elect, the ones that are chosen by Yahweh Shai, okay, who's going to be part of the house of David and get that protection during the tribulation that's going to be coming here on Great Babylon, America, okay? So that's our job. Our job is to simply go there and teach out only to those people. The rest of the 2/3 and the rest of these people, they can eat cow dung, because they're not going to be saved. They're going to go to this horror show, and then they're going to remember that little nigga that was standing up there in the red cape, okay, warning them. When they start crying like that. I really would like to watch CNN and watch them running for their damn lives and stuff there. Okay, stupid. Okay, this is the book of Revelations. Let's go in the book of Revelations here, because to those brothers out there that actually get to come back, it's like, you're not hurting me. Okay? I'm trying to get my salvation, okay? I'm not going to allow any man, I don't care who the hell it is, or woman, take my crown away. Okay? I don't give a crap who it is. Alright? And it says, this is the book of Revelations 22:11. It says, okay, because we bring out the warning. Okay, it says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let them be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let them be righteous still. And he that is holy, let them be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work shall be. So if you've done no work, and if your work is all wickedness, what kind of reward do you expect to get? What kind of reward do you think Yahweh Shai or Mashiach is going to give you? Okay? Let me give you an idea. Let me show you. See, I'm going to point this camera out, okay? Because see, this is what our people come out here for. Let me point this out to you. Okay? See, you've got to see how this works. See, every week they come out here to this. See, that's part of that salvation right there they're looking for. That's Esau. That's what Esau does out here. Okay? And they line up. And you know, they get clothes and all the other stuff out there like that. Okay, now I am only right here. Okay, and they would walk by, and none of them have any interest. The Jakes them that came here earlier, okay, they were just interested in the Salvation Army, because the Salvation Army is what Esau asked for them. See, Esau is their salvation. That's what they consider salvation, is Esau. Okay, Esau is their salvation. So that's what they are. That's what they're looking to come into. So getting the gospel, getting this bread, this daily bread, is not a part of it. All right. This is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Jeremiah. Okay, 15:2, and it says, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forward?" Now, we're all outside to break loose, and our tongue is sealed up in our mouths. Okay, our channels are all deleted. Okay, the other platforms has been built out there is all deleted. This word, the famine of the word has manifested itself like that. You are now going to have these people, because once they realize that, when they start to feel, okay, that terror, that tribulation, okay, is now manifesting itself, they're going to be looking for answers. And when they're trying to, their partial beating pastors and all these doggone fake people out here, okay, across this earth, that is telling them the good news, okay, of Jesus Christ coming back to save everybody. And in reality, what they have here is damnation, is damnation, okay, and death coming to them. They are going to look for answers. And here's what we're going to say: "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forward? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shai, such are they for death to death, and such are they for the sword to the sword, and such are they for the famine to the famine, and such are us for the captivity to the captivity." So you're going to have the famine that's coming here to Great Babylon, America. All of the food is going to be gone. You're going to have the sword. Esau is going to come out here to murder all you doggone so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. And you're going to have the civil war that's going to be going on between these damn devils, okay? All these Cro-Magnon cave beasts, they're going to be fighting each other, okay? And you're also going to have, okay, captivity. What is those captivity? The captivity is going to be those damn FEMA camps. Hey, Esau has a whole lot of these FEMA camps waiting for y'all, okay? Because in reality, all of you are damn useless. Let's just face it. The fact that he has to come and feed you out here every doggone week, okay? You really don't see that. You really don't see that there's something wrong with that. Okay, a lot of you are driving out here to come out here to go eat for free, or you're coming out here to go get your little meal right here because you're looking for your salvation. Okay, your general, that's what he does. The Salvation Army, right? Okay, you're in for a rude awakening, because you are going to experience death by pain. You're going to experience that famine, the sword, okay? And you are going to get that captivity, and you have been warned by that, okay? You were warned, okay? This is the book of Ezekiel 2, chapter 2, verse 3, and it says, okay, because you're going to know who is among you, okay? You're going to know that there were prophets among you. You're going to know that this gospel, the true gospel, will be taught by men that nobody would take a look at and even give a second thought to us. Okay? And you got a lot of people out here that walk by, they look at me real weird or whatever the case like that. They've probably seen me out here before, maybe they haven't. You're a spectacle. And that's fine. And it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that had rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day." Okay? So despite the fact that we've gone through, multiple slavery, okay, under these different empires, despite the fact that we are at the bottom, despite the fact that this man has put us in slavery, torture us, have it documented so that we can watch it, we can actually look at it in books, we can see the pictures of it, our people still want to go follow him. Our people still put all their hope and their hope into him, because why? He's tangible, he can be seen. Nobody's ever seen Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and so they don't believe it. And they certainly still don't believe that the power, okay, and the Son, okay, what you would call so-called Negroes here on this earth, or here in Great Babylon, America. Okay? They don't believe it. Right? So that's all I have today. Okay? With the wind, a lot of technical difficulties here bringing it out this week, because it's unusually windy out here. Okay, and the demons out here are very were a lot today. Okay, but Lord, when you edified, okay, you know, we have to keep bringing out this truth. Okay, no matter what. Okay, no matter the kind of weather or whatever the deal is or how you feel. Okay, so I'm going to close out and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that put on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And also to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom.